This is going to blow your mind. Chapter 1. The Abomination at Munich. And lo, there came unto the holy gathering of nations a man clad in the garments of deceit, whose name was Vance, and he was called Vice President of the land of America. And he lifted his voice in the great hall of Munich and spake unto the nations, saying, Lo, ye have turned away from righteousness. Ye have forsaken the will of the people, and I alone shall instruct thee in the ways of true governance. But his words were an abomination, for they were laced with the poison of the orange beast, whose name is Trump, and with the false doctrines of the prophets Musk and Mega. And he railed against the multitudes, saying, Ye welcome the stranger when ye should cast him out. Ye uphold the rights of women when ye should bind them. Ye cherish the freedom of speech, yet silence the voices of the righteous who cry for dominion. And the people in the hall were sore vexed, for they had gathered to speak of war and peace, but the vice president spake only of division and wrath. Chapter 2. The Rebuke of Pistorius. And among the gathered rose up a man of stout heart, and his name was Pistorius, of the land of Germany. And he lifted his voice and spake, saying, Lo, I have heard the words of this man, and they are not acceptable. Yea, they are an offense unto reason, and they shall not go unchallenged. For we fight not only with sword and shield, but for the right of all men to speak, even for those who come against us. This is the way of our democracy, and we shall not be moved. And the people in the hall murmured among themselves, saying, Truly this man speaketh wisdom, and his words are good. Then Pistorius turned unto the vice president and spake again, saying, Thou hast spoken as if our lands were barren of freedom, as if we were ruled by tyrants and bound by iron chains. But behold, our democracy yet standeth, even as thine own is devoured from within by fools and charlatans. In this land even those who walk in darkness may speak, and even the deceivers may campaign. But democracy is not the dominion of the loudest voice, nor does it belong to the merchant of lies who seeketh to make truth his own. Thou hast come among us not as a brother, but as a scorner. Thou hast sought not dialogue, but dominion, and lo, it is not acceptable. Chapter 3. The Silence of the Vice President title card introducing the third chapter. And the people in the hall lifted up their voices, and there was great applause, for Pistorius had spoken with wisdom and truth. But the vice president was as one smitten with a great blow, for his words were shattered, and his purpose laid bare before all.
Check one, check.
And Pistorius turned again unto the multitude, saying, Let it be known this day that we stand not only against the sword, but for the cause of justice. We defend our lands not only against invaders, but against those who would twist our words and pervert our freedoms. And in that moment the vice president spake no more, for he saw that his words had found no purchase, and his cause was lost. And thus was it written in the book of Munich, that the folly of the vice president was revealed before all nations, and the defense of democracy was made known unto the world, and the people departed, saying unto one another, Truly, America hath chosen poorly, and the days of their strength are numbered, lest they turn from the path of folly. Chapter 4. The Fate of the Deceiver. And so it came to pass that the vice president departed from Munich in silence, and in the halls of his own land his master, the orange beast, was wroth. And he said unto his followers, Lo, our gospel is rejected, and our prophets are mocked. But verily, I say unto thee, let us yet strive to deceive the nations, for the harvest of fools is plentiful, and the reaping is near. But among the nations the name of Pistorius was remembered, and it was said, Blessed is the one who speaketh truth unto the deceivers, for he shall be as a fortress against the tide of folly. And cursed is he who serveth the false prophet, for he shall know only disgrace and the gnashing of teeth. Thus endeth the account of the vice president's folly and the righteous rebuke of Pistorius. Let him who hath ears hear. If you enjoyed this parable, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more stories.